Hello and welcome to the Health Collective. I'm Amrita Tripathi and we're in conversation today with senior psychiatrist Dr. Amit Sen to take us through some of the most common stressors when it comes to child and adolescent mental health.
Okay, so I think in India, one stressor that runs across, all of childhood and adolescence is academics, education, or the way the education is viewed in our country. Schooling starts very early, and a lot of the kids are not ready neurodevelopmentally to be able to engage with it in the way they're expected to by schools, by teachers, by parents. A lot of these kids actually spend large amounts of their time trying to learn things, again, which they're not perhaps ready for, as I said, and at the expense of playtime, building bonds, relationships, just being free and have fun, and the pressure and the expectations, they keep rising as kids grow up and they go from nursery, kindergarten to primary school. So the pressure starts very early, and even when a 3-year-old is not able to do what they're expected by a teacher there, alarm bells start ringing, parents start worrying. They will start by probably disciplining the child, scolding the child, and then of course, at the end of it, they might begin to really worry about their future and so on, begin to take them to specialists and so on. So it starts very early, and I think the system is to blame, and I think that we in our country start with academic learning way too early, and a large part of the learning process is driven by expectations of rote learning. And so there's hardly any flexibility in it, right? And we see this happening right across primary school, and as they get into secondary or middle school and senior school, the expectations are higher, and so although the manifestations of that pressure is not seen so much in primary school, sometimes they are. Sometimes we do see children with anxiety and behavior disturbances, even in primary school, only for academic pressure. But more often than not, they keep piling up, and it's like a dam bursting when they reach adolescence. And that's when you begin to see the depression, the anxiety, and a range of other behavioral issues, including substance misuse and so-called, oppositional defined, behaviors and so on. So it's a relentless and eroding, oppressive system that we put our children through. And relationships, no doubt, are key and the cornerstone of emotional and social development of any child. And again, because of some of the other demands that are placed on children, sometimes we begin to see that the parent-child relationship is beginning to get affected very early, again like in primary school, because the demands are so much, the expectations are so much, and the time that parents might have had to simply be with their kids and play with their kids and engage at a level where there is no pressure or anxiety, that is diminishing. And as kids grow up, of course, other kinds of relationships become important, the peer relationships, relationships with perhaps their teachers, and relationships through social media of various kinds. And those become extremely complicated and warped sometimes. So all the social media is a great thing, and but you find that for young people that becomes sometimes a central thing in their lives. How many thumbs up they've got, how many likes they've got, what kind of persona they are able to project, who is bullying whom in the social media, who's getting ostracized and so on. And a large part of their waking hours are spent just engaging with that, and those relationships are so complex, and the adults, because we have little knowledge about this whole process and the dynamic of the social media, we're hardly able to guide them in any. So we adults often come down very heavily and take away the gadgets of young people, or will admonish them for it. But the fact is that we have to to accept that young people know so much more about. This generation knows so much more, has such a mastery over it, that we can't really stop them from getting into it unless we become come on the same side and try and understand what those needs are and how else we can fulfill it rather than just a screen in front of them 24/7.